Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi. My name is Zuraini binti Muhammad Rawian. I am 49 years old and study Bachelor of Human Resource at Open University Malaysia, Kuala Selangor Centre. I finalist my title to be traditional clothing of the three major races in Malaysia: Malay, Chinese, and Indian. This reflection entailed the process of preparing for the speech, the process of the recording, and the making of the video of the speech. There was research period, preparation of speech period, preparation of the PowerPoint presentation, writing of speech period, video preparation period, video making period, and lastly the video editing period. I also proceed to journal my process to keep up with the schedule. I also schedule time limit for each period to manage my time properly and finish my assignment in time. I start off my research period by referring the module textbook to prepare for the assignment. I choose the purpose to be description and continue by doing my research on the topic culture. I finalist my title to be traditional clothing of the three major races in Malaysia: Malay, Chinese, and Indian. I feel that this title fit the topic of the culture and could attract an audience attention. Next, I start preparing for the speech after the research with the material I have come upon. I start off my making short note and made graph. The speech was written in a professional manner using professional terms. As for my audition, the speech is direct to my peer, therefore it was written according. As I was writing the speech, I came to realization that the speech is not descriptive enough to capture of the audition interest. It was a challenge to have my speech make them usually the clothing. Therefore, I decided to add a PowerPoint presentation to help with my speech. After finish the speech, I've moved into the making the PowerPoint period. As of the slide, I made them simple but eye-catching to the slide. I made them simple but eye-catching to keep the audition interested. Before starting on the slide, I highlight some key points from my speech to use point on what I want to add in my slide. From the speech, I highlight 6 key points: background, traditional clothing of Malay community, traditional clothing of Chinese community, and clothing of Indian community, ways to wear and occasion this traditional clothing are worn for. During this period, the challenge faced was to make the slide seem interesting for the decorating to the picture. Before starting, I made a storyboard of how I wanted the video to be. The storyboard was made of the drawing of each shot of my video in the storyboard. I drew simple drawing of each shot of the video and divide my speech according to the storyboard. After making the storyboard, I start working on the props that I need for the video. I use a projector to project the slide into a wide wall. I prepare a professional outfit and set up my space to start shooting the video. For this stage, the only challenge faced was making the storyboard. It started off a simple storyboard to help with the shooting of the video, but in the end, I decided to make it more detailed to my video will have a proper direction. After preparing for the background and the space of the video, I then began shooting. Following storyboard, I start off my introduction and stood in front of the camera to capture the audition attention. I was mindful of my body language and my facial expression as to look expressively and civil. I then projected the slides on the white wall and use is a visual aid to help my speech. As I was filming alone, I had a look out of the angle and the frame on my own. Therefore, I will have a constantly stop shooting and look at the product before continuing to another part. However, once I have got the perfect angle and my presence is the frame, I could continue filming without description. Another challenge faced is the eternal sound that my microphone captures. I will have a stop shooting when there is an extra sound that is coming from the outside that I cannot control. Due that, I will have to shoot the same part again on my voice could not be heard to the external sound. This challenge could be overcome if I had an internal microphone. However, I am unable to purchase one. Therefore, the only solution I had was a reshoot certain shoot. Another challenge faced in the state is the malfunction of the camera. There are times where my camera did not capture a certain part of my speech. Therefore, I will have a constantly check on my video so I will not have a reshoot even after I am done with the stage. A better solution would have been to have someone to make the video with me. However, as I am currently living alone, it will be hard to get someone to aid me through this video make stage. Finally, we enter the last stage, the video editing period. For the stage eyes movie tend to help me edit this video. After putting my video together, I realized that the video has slightly slant. I then add very soft background as a background music which made the video better and more engaged. As for the part of the assignment, I had technical difficult as my editing program will constantly crash and erase my data. After several times, I came to realization that I will have to save my work every now and then give my laptop a rest. I had planned to complete this video without 4 days. For the first stage, where I did my research at the start of the assignment, I set a time limit for me to complete the stage. I used the word for words to complete the research. I had a set time limit of 6 hours for me to complete the stage. However, I complete this stage is 4 hours and a half on my material. Therefore, I did not to make an extra research in order to write my speech. Moving on the third stage, making of the slide, I set a time limit of the hours to complete the stage. I complete the stage within the time as I made the slide more engaging for professional for my audience. The video part of the whole assignment took the longest time to finish. I started off with the video preparation portion. I looked to the 3 hours to set up the space and the projector and the camera. I had to choose a place with proper lighting and not so bright area so my slide could be seen. I had to make sure that my camera were fully charged so I will not have a addition difficult in shooting. After setting, I started to shoot my video and the filming took 5 to 6 hours due to certain challenge. The challenge faced were technical difficult as videos as being recorded. Firstly, I could have used more visual aid to help me engage the audience with my speech. Next, for the video shooting part, it would have been much easier if I had someone else helping me with the shooting. As I shoot the video alone, I realized another set of hands would have been very helpful in starting and ending of the recording. I could have also spent less time editing and have saved my works every time I edited on the clip. The data are lost when the editing program crashes, and I will have to restart the editing process. After watching the video, the start that the video is have in making the which engaged and interesting. We also comment on the background music being the right volume so my speech could still be heard clearly. In my opinion, working on the assignment has given me an introduction to learning offer about culture. It was touch made me explore and learn more about the culture of Malaysia and other countries. As I was researching the culture of the three major races of Malaysia, I began to understand more about each race. Next, I also got some videography skill as I prepare my background and lighting. I realized there is a lot of factors to take into account when shooting a video. The factor are internal sound, lighting, and the angle and frame of the camera. In addition to videography skill, I also gained editing skill with editing the video for this assignment. This video recording is a good way to reflect on my speaking skill. Although it is similar to speaking behind a camera instead of the end audience, could have one will their confident before they can actually speak to a physical audience. Besides the skill I have mentioned, this assignment taught me the importance of this management, as I have allocated a certain time limit for each stage. I managed to finish my assignment on time. Although certain challenges we face, they will be taken into account and video has been complete with the time frame. Thank you. Bye.